Hi everyone, it's Chad Giampedro back again with a weekly check-in.
Cause we're gonna be legends.
Today I want to talk about your ego, okay? The ego gets a bad rap, but I'll tell you, it's not all bad. When you think about it, it's made up of two parts if you look at the definition. And we're not talking about the Nietzsche or the Freud definition, we're talking about the textbook definition of ego, which is your sense of self-esteem and your sense of self-importance. Now the self-importance piece is being egotistical. And certainly that's bad, but that sense of self-esteem for direct salespeople, that we live and die by that. We're the only creatures on the planet that can be self-confident and self-doubting at the same time. That's the beauty of being in sales, right? That ability to kind of work from that anxiety. And if you can control that, it can make you a fantastic salesperson. But when we talk about the ego, it always gets a bad rap. It always gets you gotta cut the ego, gotta kill the ego, gotta get rid of the ego. But the ego serves a big part of you. It serves that self-confidence. It's your guide, and it's also a reminder that tells you how great you can be. Right? Here's a quote. The ultimate aim of the ego is not to see something, but to be something. Now that's not my quote, but I'll tell you, it resonates with me. When I think about things and setting goals, right? You gotta tap into that ego a little bit to set big, gigantic goals that scare you just a little bit so you get out there and chase them. The ego is that driver that wakes you up in the morning and says, it's time to get up and go be great, right? Cutting the ego totally down. Now, living as an egotistical person is always gonna bring negative things into your life. But totally getting rid of the ego takes out that sense of self-confidence and that sense of yourself that lives in confidence, that lives in that ability to achieve, right? Don't cut your ego, right? Embrace your ego. Make sure you control your ego, but don't eliminate it entirely. Especially if you're in a sales position, you have to understand that you need confidence and you need guidance wherever you can get it. Now, guidance is gonna come from somewhere else, but that confidence is gonna come deep down and where that ego lives inside of your belly, inside of your brain that says, you know what, you can do this. Yes, it's scary, but you've done scary things before. Let's get out there again along with our ego and achieve something. So think about that. Again, I thank you guys for taking time to watch my video, and I'll be back again next week. Take care.